Highlights probably winning the championship in 2016. Now, even though I had only joined in 2016, and most of my stuff wasn't going on until next year, that was a really good atmosphere in the team. It was really good to celebrate the winning team, and then having the car win again in 2017 was like a validation that what I had done had also contributed to a championship in the future as well.
Race weekends were very good from my side. We got to work with the race engineers with the setup of the car throughout the race weekend, and any characteristics that weren't quite perfect, they'd come back to us, we'd run our simulations overnight, and then we'd develop the car for the next day and hopefully see some good improvements on track.
The whole thing is kind of very fast-paced the whole way through the year. It's hard to look back at individual events because you tend to take each day as they come, but each race win is always obviously a big high. And getting the new powertrain out for the start of the season is probably the main highlight I remember, mainly because of all the hard work and weekends that went into running up to that event. And then when that engine first hits the track, it feels like the payoff, which is a really good feeling.
Highlight of my experience was getting to go to the launch of the 2018 F1 car at Silverstone. That was quite impressive to see the hard work of everyone over the winter pay off when the car actually drove out of the garage for the first time.
I worked at Mercedes for the last academic year, and I was working in the vehicle dynamics group, mainly focusing on the tyres of the car and the temperatures that they were operating at. And some of that work involved working during the race weekends and looking at the live track data and correlating it to the simulation data as well.
So I worked at Mercedes in Brackley from 2016 to 17. I was in design process development, and basically what that department does is they get involved in all the different other departments on optimizing the design processes, manufacturing processes, and as well as reacting to any on-event issues that might occur. So any failures that come back, go through our departments, find out what went wrong, how to resolve it for the next race, and then what to do about it for long-term in the future.
I was in the performance side of the vehicle dynamics group. So the main roles that I had to deal with were setup for the car every weekend. So we go from a base setup that we decide at the start of the season, and then apply the track-specific and circuit-specific setup options that we have on the car, such as the heave springs and the anti-roll bars, just to get the maximum performance out of the car that we can.
Yeah, definitely.
100%, yeah. I'd definitely like to go back, so fingers crossed. In a couple of years, we'll see.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was great.
Definitely. It's definitely been the highlight of my university experience so far. I don't think no amount of theory can replace the amount that you learn during a year out like that. There's stuff that you learn that you just wouldn't be able to learn when you're at university, and it definitely makes you a more well-rounded engineer.